And here we are. Welcome, everyone, to part 2 of our March live stream. I don't know. I call it part 2 because I didn't know what
You
to
think
call
I
it.
remember part 1?
That's.
I don't even remember. this morning that well anymore. But hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody. Wow.
So we don't
Nice
we don't really have anything to announce or anything. We just want to answer questions and talk to people. You know, why not?
I mean, I'm pretty excited about the meetup. We could start with that. Many of you are on it, and many of you should become members of the meetup by going to the website. It's on our main website,
DiveTalkMeetup.com.
and then you can sign up. We still have spaces. We have some great speakers coming. It's Bonaire. It's going to be warm, chilled diving. There's like no current there. So anyway.
And I think people are being slow. They're not asking any questions, but I think it's because their brain doesn't really have more brain power to process how much they learn in this week's video, the Baywatch reaction. I think they had so much, you know, it's just, it weighs heavy. All that knowledge.
Did you notice the trim in it?
All that technique. Dude, that trim was legit.
That's trim.
Right.
Right.
There's trim, and then there's trim. You know?
That's
what I thought. Let's see. Any questions? I see Thomas.
Well, I see one from
Circle H. I see Terry.
Sean. Go dates. Coming. Yeah. I can tell you that I'll tell you this much. A production model, I think, was shipped out to Gus and I.
Yeah.
That's what we're told. We don't have it. The one I see on Gus's floor right now.
That's.
Well, I just want to describe what I see. It's okay. There's parts of a Go that look like it's been dissected.
It's the first prototype. The very first one.
In some corner of a pile.
Yeah.
And I really can't tell you what he was doing to it, but it's definitely no longer functional. I don't think. So.
Let's see. What questions do we have? I don't see.
I was curious on deep dives. You guys use Trimix. I was curious, why don't you use a 50-50 mixture of helium and oxygen?
Heliox, yeah.
Listen. Why? Well,
because you're dead.
I am getting more conservative. And I think a 50-50 mixture, is that what he's suggesting?
Well, he's talking about Heliox. Heliox, 50-50 helium and oxygen, no nitrogen.
I understand. But if you bail out on that, okay? If you bail out on that, depending upon your depth, what's your PO2 going to be?
Well, depending on your depth, but yeah.
Right. Could be very deep.
MOD of 50%
so until you're
70 feet.
Until you're at 70 feet,
right.
You would be at 1.6. And IANTD, which Gus and I are certified through a bunch, really recommends that when you bail out, and remember, we're talking about rebreather diving, guys. When we bail out, we want to be able to flush that PO2 down to about a 1.1 quickly. The last thing you want to do is spike and have a CNS convulsion. I love the high helium. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's the main why there.
Easy to breathe. Yep.
Let's see. Go ahead, Gus, if you see something that you
All right.
read.
So question. Does Toucan Dive Center rent DPVs for the meetup? Just got certified today. Have to say for buying one. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure those guys, I didn't see any when I went there, but I'm pretty sure those guys can procure anything. So if you have a real need for it, we can ask. But again, it's not fun to have a DPV if your body doesn't have a DPV. And if you're with a group, you can't just DPV away from the group because then they'll ban you from the boat. Like you can, the guides and stuff, they're not going to be chasing you on a DPV. So
Bonaire is not,
that.
But I like a DPV, for example, in South Florida where there's current and we're wreck diving. Yeah. And we want to see the wrecks. Some of the wrecks are pretty busy. But Bonaire, there's really nowhere to go quickly. I mean, you go down, there's walls. One part of the wall looks exactly like another part. So I'm not really, there's no current for most of the time.
But the real life is over there.
That's why I'm saying. And when you DPV over there to see the real life, no one else is going to see that real life. That's for sure.
That's only
it's
there.
a goner.
Yeah.
It's just a tool, a DPV. So use it as it should be used.
Who's a better golfer of the two? Well, I play real sports.
I go by high score.
Well,
I mean,
play
I'm
actual sports.
And
So
I
don't go. I don't golf.
I have golfed. And it's really weird. When I golf with people, they never, ever invite me back.
But you're too good, I think.
Well, no,
You're like,
I think it has something to do with when they look down and they see the grass that was there in the area that I was golfing.
Yeah.
I don't think they like what I do to the course.
Thomas is asking, any ETA on a van tour video? Divers react and get Jonathan Bird and other friends to react to the dive van. I can't wait to see it sometime. So, okay, so Woody has been asking me to do a van tour video, but I keep holding back because I feel like we still need to do a couple other things.
He's done so much. I mean, there's 1,000 lights on it now.
Well,
we're not there last week.
I don't want to do a tour. I mean, the van is pretty awesome already. I don't want to do a tour and then be like, by the way, just wait for 2 months and you'll see how different.
You know what makes me worried about that? I know you.
Yeah.
And whatever maxed out credit card we have now, you're adding that. What else could you add to the van?
Well, there's more. There's always more. No, but
unbelievable.
The insider information is we actually reach out to DEMA to see if they will let us show it at DEMA. Like, let's drive it and park it there. Since we don't sell vans or upfit vans or are trying to sell anything out of the van, we just want people to see it. We offer to just exhibit it for free, but we don't want to pay for thousands of dollars to exhibit the van since we're not selling vans.
There's nothing like it. It would be the coolest feature in DEMA. And I have seen, people bring like campers and stuff into those DEMA exhibits before. So I don't know.
I don't know.
They'll let us.
There's always space like by the food and stuff that is like completely open. There's nothing that let us just park it there and open it and let people walk through it. It would be cool, I think.
It'd be so
cool. If you know somebody at DEMA, reach out to them and ask them to let the van come. And it'll be like 2 days driving from here to Las Vegas, probably 2 or 3. I don't know. It's gonna be far, but I think it's gonna be fun.
This is a good question. Can I ask you if you know about the light rule at Jenny Springs? Yep, we do. I went there a year ago, and they were chill. And then this winter, I went. It seemed super enforced. Yeah, I mean,
good.
It's a pretty simple rule. If you're not cave certified, they don't want you to bring a light because then you're going to go in the cave, right? You may go into the cave. With no light, I assure you, you're not going far away from the cavern zone because you will literally be in pitch darkness and just not see one thing. So it's a good rule.
It's pretty straightforward. If you're not cave certified, you shouldn't go in the cave. If you don't go in the cave, you don't need a light. So you shouldn't bring a light. That's it.
But it'll prevent you from going in the cave.
Right.
Right? I mean, you can't see.
For sure. Can you use polypropylene webbing for backplane harness? Since you're the resident expert.
Well, that sounded almost like you are a doctor. The way you are, the enunciation.
Now, if it was medical stuff, I would for sure chime in.
I know.
But in this, I don't know. I would say.
Honestly,
you can use anything once. So, I will say yes.
It depends on what I'm using the harness for. For me, like I have one harness that I'm now using on the go. And when I'm diving the go, I'm typically in the ocean. So I've added a steel back plate, right? Because then I just don't need that much weight on the harness. Right. It's awesome.
You can use barbed wire if you're strong enough. What's your guys' most recent dive? I think it was trying to go in the pool.
28 years ago. Is that what it feels like to me?
Yeah, exactly. Which was 1,000 years.
But we're going. Gus and I are going diving in a couple of weeks.
Soon. Yeah.
And it's going to be an epic dive, I will say. But we've done it before, and I absolutely loved it. It's crazy. But let's try to film it. Especially the beginning of it. It's wild.
Let's see. Deepest dive attempted by y'all. So, by the way, we know that we have a lot of these questions. So, because of that, we put a section on our website with a lot of our stats, like deepest dive, number of cave dives, things like that. So, go ahead and check it out. Right now, the website is not accessible via divetalk.com, but if you do shop divetalk.com, you can get to it. And there's a bio section, and you can read our bios and see our stats.
Wow, thanks for the super chat. When
Yeah,
will we get a
thank you.
review of the turn? Hey, I
Yeah.
just gave my turn to one of my business partners, and she is on a liveaboard in Coco Island. She is going to video for me on the boat, setting it up, using it underwater. But it's kind of cool because it's somebody that isn't a technical diver. She's just she's a dive instructor, but just a recreational diver. And I told her, just be honest and let me know how easy it is to use.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably going to want to see her diving it over me.
Well,
I mean, you will, but it's awesome. So we're going to do one.
yeah. Can you let us know what about cave diving you love so much more than diving around marine life and OC recreational diving? It's not so much that I love it more than recreational diving. I love recreational diving too. I think to me, what I love about cave diving is two things. Number one, the process of cave diving, the planning, the briefing, the gear, the talking to your buddies, agreeing on who's what position in the team, who's doing what. All of that, I love that part, because I love tinkering with stuff, the logistics part of it. And the second thing is the people that you get to dive with. When you go on a random boat out of a cruise ship, I mean, it's a lottery, dude. Whoever you're going to get in that team, who knows? Like, that guy could be good, bad. You may be sharing air 15 minutes. Who knows? But when you are a cave diver and you're with other certified cave diver, they're typically really good divers, and they're, you're not going to have to babysit and worry about everyone else, which is how I feel every time not babysitting, but I do keep my eyes open for other divers a lot more when I'm on a random dive boat in open circuit.
Well, I definitely don't like cave diving better than open water ocean diving. I like them both, and I change which one I'm craving, frankly, based upon which one I haven't done recently. I don't like open circuit diving that much anymore. And it's nothing to do for me with staying down longer.
It's for savage.
I feel so much better because I'm controlling the partial pressure in my body at all times. And I don't get that. It's called decompression stress, which is nitrogen building up in your blood, in your tissues. I don't feel it nearly as much. But closed circuit diving in the open ocean with marine life, with brand new divers, I love. I don't mind diving with new divers because I like trying to be a mentor and setting an example and helping them with their diving as well. Yeah. Wow, that's a huge super chat. Why
that's
don't you
Jorge.
read that?
Thank you, Jorge, so much. Sorry you had a incident. Jorge had an incident. I don't know if it's the one that you're talking about, the one at Genie, that you just braved through it. But, yeah, it was terrible to hear that happened. So, yeah, we'll look forward to learning more about it. There was a really good question here also earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
Wow, I had an incident, Jenny. I don't know. It's where my tank regulator transmitter were stolen.
Okay, I think it was this one. What's my favorite dive watch? They're saying, which watch do I wear? They see me wearing the Apple Ultra. Do I prefer it? Not for diving. I mean, I used it once to test it, and we did get, thanks again to Oceanic, the company that makes the app, we did get a free 1-year membership to it because they wanted us to test it and provide the feedback. I used it once. I think that if you're a vacation diver, just like in a pinch, like, oh, cool, they have free scuba diving, things like that, then it's fine. It will work just fine. As long as you don't pass 132 feet, 40 meters, and as long as you don't excel, go over your NDL, your no decal limit, you're fine. It's going to work, hopefully.
But what happens if you do?
It just locks up, and it tells you.
Then you don't know what's going on in
Good
the
luck,
dive?
everybody. Have fun.
I'm not sure I get
It's
that
terrible.
logic.
Yeah, it's terrible. So no, I wouldn't use it as a dive computer. No, I would just get something that actually works no matter what.
Thank you, Raymond, for the comment about us preaching safety. And, look, we admit all the time that we're definitely not elite whatever elite divers mean, or we don't like we're the best divers. And we also admit that we're entertainers. Dive talk is entertaining, but through entertainment, people are willing to learn more. You're learning through our entertainment. I mean, that is the secret sauce, and that is awesome.
This is a funny question. Who would win in a cave race between you two if Woody could wear fins but Gus couldn't? Come on.
Listen,
it's not a competition.
I just am not in a rush in a cave
Right.
at all. But when we're on the DPV, I will tell you, do I like at that point to crank it up and have some speed? Yes, it's a blast. I mean, who wouldn't? You can't even hear our DPVs.
Right. This is a good question from Thomas as well. Any tips for first timers going to the Florida Springs, like Devil's Den, Blue Grotto, etc.?
Dress warm.
For sure.
My biggest tip is that those things I see people go, I used to teach people there, and they'd wear like a 3 mil with no hood, and I would get them out, and they would literally, I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm like, you're gonna be hypothermic.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. So I would dress warm, like 5 mil and a hood minimum.
Here's what I think happens, because this was me too. When you're used to diving in cold-ish water with very little protection, you feel like you can do the springs with very little protection as well. Like we've seen Manny, for example, doing it with shorts and a rash guard, right? But what happens is, especially for new divers getting certified at Blue Grotto and Devil's Den and whatnot, is that you will spend a lot of time just waiting for people to do their exercises and stuff with your instructor. Like you'll literally be like, wait right here. All right, you do your mask, you do your thing, whatever. And the problem is that cold is different when you're not moving. When you're just there waiting for somebody to do their stuff and then they don't do it right and you're like, you're just getting cold, man. You're not moving. Now, if you're swimming around, bicycle kicking, moving your arms, like going, in circles at Devil's Den, you can probably stay warm enough with like a 3 mil. But as soon as you stop, like the better you become as a diver, the colder you get. I've noticed that. People say that's because you lost weight or whatever.
You're not doing anything.
The level of effort decreases dramatically. And because of that, you get colder.
That's so true.
So.
Let's see. I want to go to Antarctica badly.
I want to.
There are these really beautiful boats, ships, high end, like 5-star. My friends went on it. It's really expensive, but you can go on like a whole Antarctic journey, not just diving, but sledding, skiing. I mean, it's amazing. I want to do that at some point.
Yeah.
Should I know how to swim before diving? I think so.
Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Yeah, you can pass your swim evaluation as an open water diver if you're neutrally buoyant in the confined water session, and they will allow you to wear your mask, fins, and snorkel. But you have to be neutrally buoyant. So you can't wear a wetsuit that makes you float. So in other words, you really do need to know how to swim. So I would say yes, I would. You don't have to be an Olympic swimmer, but you should be able to get in the water where it's too deep in which to stand and not sink and drown.
Yeah. By the way, Gorilla Champ, the guy who asked the previous question, just gifted 5 memberships to 5 random users, I guess.
Ooh.
So thank you so much for doing that. Now these people can see the members-only content that is out there. There's a bunch of videos that are only available to members, including one of my favorite ones, the Cozumel cenote tour by Mike Young. That was great. He has all these stories about this cenote, so go ahead and check that out. There's one video that should be coming to members, which is all of the scuba diving content or video that we recorded during the last trip, the expedition trip. There's hours of that stuff, and we didn't release all of it. So people are asking, how are you going to survive the temperatures in the water in the Arctic? Which is true. How?
I will wear a knee. I've done it before. Okay, I've done not the Arctic, but I've done very, very cold water.
Yeah.
I've ice dived with Doug.
Dumb.
Brutal. And in a neoprene 7 mil dry suit, which you have to wear like 48 pounds to get underwater.
Yeah.
with an undergarment that's heated. No problem. But imagine that 7 mil neoprene dry suit to sink. Just put on every weight you have, but you're warm. No problem. I was fine. You can't feel it, but smoke was coming out of my dry suit.
Oh,
so it's a lot of effort. A lot of effort.
To be fair, the only reason why you took that class, well, there were two. One was Doug asked you, invited you. Number two, because you got to use a chainsaw. That was really it.
I mean,
if they told you there were going to be no chainsaws involved, you would have said no.
What's that thing called?
The thing that makes holes. I don't know.
What's it called? I got to Google it. So I was like doing this thing that makes the hole, and then when it breaks through, and it was Randy Thornton's, right? I'm like, oh my God. I almost dropped the thing right through the hole to the bottom. Can you imagine?
Absolutely.
They were laughing so hard they cried.
Have you guys ever been diving to Thailand? I haven't.
Thailand,
No.
I've been diving all over Southeast Asia, but not Thailand.
You know, every time I talk to people who have been to Thailand, they tell me like we could go there for like 2 weeks, dive everywhere for like $10. It's like apparently it's like super inexpensive. So we should definitely look into that. I don't know what Yukon is saying. What question?
I'm wearing an undershirt because Gus keeps it similar to the Arctic.
No, it's not that bad in here.
Probably like 50,
70 something degrees. The auger.
No, I have been hitting. I'm in the gym every
Thomas
day.
answered the auger.
that thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds like a gun.
Dropped it right through the ice. Welcome to Toe Dipper, Ben.
Let's see. Yeah. What other questions? Yeah. The Michigan cold water, when you did that reg, you guys were dying.
Man, I'm not kidding you. Listen, I did that. The wrecks were amazing, okay? But I think the temperature, it was in the 30s. I remember that. I'm like, and it's such a mission to put everything on. Mm-hmm. You're sitting on the boat with your dry suit with all this gear, and then you got to put the dry gloves on, right? Once those things are on, you're helpless. I'm like, Joseph, just like put these on, and but the diving, the wrecks were absolutely pristine and incredible. But man, to do that every day was, no thank you.
Okay, so the question was, how can people take your PB workshop? That's the trim and buoyancy workshop that we're doing. It's not a perfect buoyancy class or a peak performance buoyancy class or whatever. It's just a workshop. Like literally you're going to step in the water and be like, hey, my trim doesn't look great. Can you help me? And either me or Woody or whoever other instructor is there, it's going to help you do that by relocating weights, by explaining posture, by explaining kicking techniques, whatever we can do so you can look like a cave diver the whole week that you're there.
Gus is really good at this, by the way. Seriously.
Well,
I think.
I think it's important to spend like that one-on-one time. Like I feel when I did my perfect buoyancy class from SSI, it was a one-to-many thing. Like, okay, everybody swim through a ring and pick up a weight and add more air because you have weight. Like, what is this? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you can pass that class being vertical. And our workshop, there's no passing or failing. There's no test at the end. There's also no certification card. This is just for you to gain the skills and the knowledge.
Can we make...
That's the objective.
You know what?
Yeah.
You just gave me an idea. You told me you know how to print some cards, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just make some that
say
they did the workshop?
Now you're giving me a shore.
Okay, please, Terry. I know you're on
Why
here.
are you giving Terry
because
a
I
shore?
know it'll get done.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And not only will it get done, it'll get done right.
All
so,
right.
Terry, please, we need cards that they'll get for not passing, for just taking that workshop. Be cool.
Couple of questions about Dive Talk Plus. They're asking, they're saying they're enjoying the content. Are we going to make more content?
Yeah.
Let me just talk about Dive Talk Plus for a second. So Dive Talk Plus is a channel we created initially to create short videos because we didn't think shorts make sense on the Dive Talk channel because all of our videos are like an hour long. Then the second thing is people want to learn about our lives, like outside of diving. Hey, you guys ride bikes. Can you post a video about riding bikes? Doesn't make sense on Dive Talk. Can you post a video about whatever, like outside of diving? So Dive Talk Plus was born. We can talk about cameras that we use to record the show. We can talk about whatever. And one good example is tomorrow's video that is going to premiere at 8 in the morning is about knives. Because I was thinking about like so many questions about what's your favorite knife, what knife do you carry, all this stuff. Well, I'm just going to make a video about knives. Next video could be about cameras or motorcycles or whatever. That's Dive Talk Plus. If you want to see content from us that is not necessarily about diving, that's the channel to subscribe. And hopefully it grows and we can make more content, that people want to watch. But you've done an excellent job with the series on gradient factors and shear water.
And I learned a lot from doing that.
Yeah,
so
and all the people now are coming in and contributing videos, right?
Yeah,
that's cool.
That they've reached out to me and they were like, look, this one part that Andy would describe in the article, I think needs clarification. They were very nice. And so I would tell them, I welcome additional material if it's positive, if it's welcoming. I don't welcome it if you're here to like tell Andy he was wrong and it's terrible. His article is amazing and their videos were unbelievable. And what I love about this series is it's just making people more aware of what these shearwater computers are really telling you. Why not expose people to more information, right? Why not welcome people into the world of knowledge in diving? It's not, I can't stand the attitude of, you're a new diver, you should not learn this. What? Like, that doesn't resonate with me.
Doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't even make sense. So
yeah. And we don't mind featuring other people on Dive Talk. That's another thing,
Definitely.
People, we love to, feature smaller channels, bigger channels. We don't care. Like, even though we get criticized, like if we feature somebody from a bigger channel like Jonathan Burr, whatever, they'll say we're just taking advantage of it because they have more subscribers. We're clearly doing it for the exposure.
Yep.
But if then we do a video with somebody who has a smaller channel, like Thomas, who's in the chat right now from Circle H, they'll say we're just taking advantage of poor Thomas because he's too small and we're just abusing him for his content. So it's like either way. It's crazy. We're messing up. So might as well feature both of them and get negative.
Isn't it amazing how they think so deeply about what they think you and I are thinking? Let me explain something about Gus and I.
Yo, hold on. Jorge just donated 10 memberships.
No,
it's like Santa Claus in here.
You're awesome. No, what I was going to say is don't overthink about what Gus and I are thinking. We don't think. we don't think about anything.
Yeah.
We're not really thinking like you guys are thinking. We just are enjoying ourselves and love to talk about diving. That's about where it ends on the thinking.
Well, but that's
don't
the funny
overthink about us because we like Jonathan and Todd.
Yeah.
They're cool.
We
They're
don't care
fun.
if they have 1 million subscribers or one.
We like
doesn't matter.
Hanging with them. It's about the end of our thought process.
We're just lucky they like us too. That's another.
Absolutely.
When they reach out and it's like, you guys want to meet whatever and dive? Like, yeah, that's awesome. But then the other one that's funny is that the same people that criticize us for having this master plan on abusing smaller channels and bigger channels, both, we abuse everybody, also say we're complete idiots and don't know what we're doing.
Well, that's valid. So, at least that part's
Which one is it? We can be smart and
that
dumb.
Part's valid. Yeah. That, at least you've got some of that right, but oh my God, it's amazing.
It's hilarious.
Just enjoy it, guys. We're just out here having fun. Dive Talk's for fun.
All right, let's see. Jorge, thank you again for gifting memberships to everybody. Thomas is saying, you can continue to abuse me.
You're awesome, Thomas.
Question for Woody. Are you still a pilot?
No, well,
mainly of my inventions.
It becomes non-current, right? And once you go to a spot where you're no longer current flying, I would have to do, it's like a dive refresher. I would have to do a refresher. But in my case, I haven't flown in a long time. I would probably take the whole class over. But I just, with my spare time, more and more, I just want to dive. And I just don't have time for everything. But when this Dive Talk Go comes out, I love the Dive Talk Go so much. And as much as I used to crave diving, I crave it even more now because it's so easy. I like easy. You all know that. I get it. The Sidewinder, it's amazing. It's the best side mount rebreather for. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, I just want to clip on my Go and go.
Yeah.
right? But for cave diving or for super technical diving, like I'm going to be going down to 200 feet, diving the Hydro Atlantic, a serious wreck. I'd put the Sidewinder on. But I got news for you. The Dive Talk Go is being rated right now, being evaluated and rated, and we're going to get those ratings. This thing can handle some pretty technical dives. So,
Yep.
anyway, I said a lot.
Pedro has a really good question. What are your thoughts on the Richard Harris hydrogen dive? And that goes along with have we heard about the dive? Do you know about the dive?
Amazing.
So this is something that unless you went to the last meetup, you would know. Richard Harris was a speaker at last year's meetup in Cozumel, and he spent an hour talking about the hydrogen bomb dive that we call before it was out on YouTube and before everyone else knew about. So he actually talked about it there first, and he promised us, we recorded it, but he promised us not to post it until he posts his, and then once he posts his, we promoted his instead of posting our own. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, we like to promote, aka abuse, other channels, as other people have commented in the past. So
Is that a serious question? Would I get the Elon Musk brain chip if it would improve diving technique, like you could swim?
Oh yeah, totally.
Immediately tomorrow.
What?
I mean, if there's a chip that's gonna make me better,
No.
all around. What am I gonna be? Have like AI in me? So you'll ask me a question, I will be immediately like those videos.
Let's start with the I and then maybe the A.
How about the? No, but I'll be like the videos that are using AI, right? With all those adjectives. Imagine every conversation with me is like that.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be
So
that would be
dramatic.
interesting. So no, that's not a real question. It can be, and no, I'm not getting a chip. What's wrong with you?
I love the movie Abyss, Ben. I mean, it's so cool. Who knows if it'll become reality? The problem I keep hearing about breathing liquid oxygen is pneumonia. They've never been able to get over the fact that you aren't having nitrogen absorbed into your bloodstream, so you don't have decompression obligation, but you die of pneumonia.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Enjoy the dive, but when you come out,
no, they are breathing. They have done this. They've done the experiments, but you just have pneumonia.
that's crazy, dude. Let's see. It's anyone making a full-time career cave exploring? No.
Cave exploring.
No.
I don't know. They'd have to have a big sponsors, right? They usually have to do guiding or some other form of teaching and so forth. I don't think they get enough money by only exploring.
No, I mean, the best people in the world are professionals in their own, they do their own thing. They're doctors, electricians, and then they cave explore. I mean, we pay a lot of money actually to go and do these trips. So no, nobody out there is living solely out of cave exploring that I know of. Some people, like Woody mentioned, they get grants and stuff. Like Discovery Channel is going to do a documentary.
Yeah, like what's his name? Jonathan just dove with him. We love him.
Well, Jonathan Bird is a good example.
No, Jonathan, but who he dove with in Mexico, and we've dove with.
Yeah, Robbie.
Robbie, I think did get some grants. He told me.
I guess that could be a career too. Like if you're a cave diver guy like Brian Kaycock, I guess he makes a career cave diving and exploring. He doesn't get paid to explore, but he gets paid to guide, and then on his spare time he explores. So, yeah. But it's not gonna be a luxurious life. That's for sure. Oh my
goodness! Did somebody just gift
10?
Terry
members.
gave 10 memberships.
It's like raining memberships today. Everybody's gonna be a member.
Thank you.
I hope you stay as members. That's for sure. Thank you so much. Wow. Maybe this should be like a competition. Who can give the most memberships?
But by the competition
just lucky
means they get something.
They're lucky Patrick is not around because he would have done like 1,000.
He's really generous.
He used to go one up everybody. Gus and Woody, you should make another diver stereotypes part 2.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be
professionals.
Professional stereotype.
Well, we have several.
But we talk about it all the time. We're going to do it. Right now, we've been in a little bit of a time crunch over the past 6 months, both of us.
Yeah.
So that honestly is the issue. But, oh, man, the ideas that he and I text each other for the dive professional stereotypes, sometimes I read his text. I put the phone down because I can't hold it. I'm shaking from laughter. It's so funny.
Yeah.
We just bounce these ideas off each other.
Right. And we really enjoy making, by the way, those videos where we get to play a part or whatever. Like we're not super professional in terms of like having a script and a director or whatever. We literally hit record and say whatever comes out. And luckily, it's been pretty funny.
There's some funny ones.
Like every single one of those clips from the stereotypes was one shot. We didn't re-record anything. It was literally like hit record, say something stupid, and move to the next one. Like we knocked that video out in like 30 minutes or something. It was so fast.
We're gonna do more.
Yeah. So thank you. So Rinks gave another membership. Wow, thank you.
Would you cave dive with Sarah from Azul Unlimited?
She's not a cave diver, I don't think. If she is, sure. Why not? Sarah's awesome.
Yeah.
I met her at Dima. She was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would dive with anybody. I mean, I don't really have. That's what the meetup's all about. We want to dive with everybody at the meetup. You know, we just.
You know who's good friends with Sarah is Yukon, Sean, and Militia. I think
cool.
they're good friends with them. With her, yeah. So Sean, is she cave certified?
I'm not kidding you.
Come on,
10 more memberships. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, at this rate, we have 282 people watching. I bet we have more members than non-members at this point.
This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see if anyone does more than 10. Or is 10 the limit? Because there's 3 people who have done 10. I bet 10 is the limit.
That's very nice.
I bet YouTube doesn't let you do more than 10.
She is certified cave diver. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Great. We would love to do that.
Bring it.
Where is she from? I don't know what area she's in. So
Sarah lives on the West Coast.
West Coast.
Yeah. As far as I know. But again, other people know her way better than me. So
Sean's saying, yep. So there you go. I mean, there's memberships flying right now on the screen.
Whoa, here's another 10. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure this is the limit, but thank you, everyone.
Cool. I've never seen this before on our lives. This is like...
I love it. Well, Rink has 11 because he did one earlier, and now it's 10. He said 50 is the limit, Terry's saying. Okay, well, there's still margin for somebody to win this competition somehow.
She is not confident, though. That's okay.
That's
fine.
fine.
We are beyond chilled to cave dive with. She would not have to worry about judgment. And if anything, we would be worried. But
what's the coolest animal you've dived with? I think you. You're the coolest.
I still think me...
I'm an animal, but I'm not as cool.
In all seriousness, when I was in Palau, I saw a mola. Have you ever seen one of those things?
I would freak
it's a mixture of like a donkey.
I would flub my rebreather.
And a whale shark.
Oh, man.
It's just the most wild. It's a sunfish, a crazy looking animal underwater, totally passive.
I'll show people.
And I was like, oh, my whole life I've been wanting to see a mola. So for me, that will still stand. I've only once in my life. Look at that thing. What is it?
Yeah, let me show people.
Look at that crazy thing.
Isn't that
giant
crazy?
came right up to me, and I could not believe it.
Look at this thing.
I've only seen it once.
But I want to see it next to divers. Look how big they are.
Oh, it's
and
massive.
This one is not even that big.
No, they're like a whale shark size.
Yeah, they're humongous. Look at that thing.
Yeah, one time I saw that baby underwater, and okay. For me, that was a highlight.
Yeah.
That's what Southeast Asia, man. They have everything over there. Every species going on.
Well, somebody did 20? Get out of here. No. Wow. Jorge did 20 more.
So I don't
That's
understand.
30.
So what happens here now?
What is
Explain the
going on?
details. They get a membership for how long? What are they getting exactly?
Okay, so depends on the level of membership. But let's just say, Gorilla Champ, thank you for the super chat. Are you guys planning to reach 1,000 cave dives? I mean, hopefully.
My life.
That would be great.
I'll be 1,000 years old. But
it's going to take a long time. Okay, so there's 3 levels of membership. All right. The first level is, I assume, the one that is being gifted right now, which is great. Thank you again. But it gives you access to members-only content.
For how long?
As long as you're a member.
So did they have to stay paying for it?
Well, I hope so. Because that membership is $3 a month. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
And out of that, of course, YouTube takes their caught. So I think we get less than 2.
I'm saying, so right
it's to
now
help us.
they're being gifted 1 month. Is that correct?
I think
That's
so.
what I'm
Yes,
trying
I
to
think that's the way it works.
understand.
Yes. And then the next level, that's when you get access to the videos way ahead of time. Like right now, all of our members can see the video that is coming out on Monday. And it's funny because sometimes you read the comments, like, how come are these comments 5 days old? Well, because our members get access a week in advance. So then that level, it's Dive Buddies called, and that level is you get access to the content ahead of time. And then there's an Argonaut level, which is the highest level, and those guys get free merch. So we've sent rash guards, max straps, all kinds of stuff, wet notes to our Argonaut members. So there's different levels. So yeah, so everyone who got 1 month, you get access to the members only content, which is great. And it should be the Toe Dipper, which is the smallest.
Is it difficult to come back on shore in Bonaire? Nope.
Oh, no.
No, beyond chilled, guys. I mean, waves, if you think a lake has waves, it's an amazing island for diving. And it is super chill. It's not like South Florida where you're coming back on shore and the waves are crushing you and you're falling over. No. It is so chilled.
Absolutely. Let's see. What other questions? Woody, are you still talking to sea animals?
Yes. When I dive, I do talk to them all the time. I try to talk to them through body language, through positioning, through sending them brain waves, and then sometimes I sing. Well, I'm on my rebreather. I definitely sing underwater. It's really weird. Patriotic songs come in. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but all of a sudden I'll be singing "God Bless America."
Oh, really?
Because I think I can remember them, right? So I'll be like, "God bless." I'm just looking like that's so not fitting for this particular moment of the dive. A beautiful.
We'll be Mexico. And you'll be like,
"God
bless
just
America."
went by. God bless. What? Why is that? Right? Like
it'll be a whale shark in Mexico.
That's what my brain is doing. You should know
bald
that,
eagle.
That kind of crazy thought of complete irrationality and nothing making sense.
Yeah,
is what's going on up here.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, that's good. Any tips on unconventional things we might need to bring? For instance, there's a YouTuber who recommended walking sticks for shore diving.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I don't think you need it. I don't think you need it in Bonaire.
I never brought any of that stuff.
No, not in Bonaire. Bonaire is gonna be awesome. By the way, I just want to announce we have to close registrations pretty soon. So we have only like a couple of weeks. If you're getting that tax, reimbursement, whatever that, after doing the taxes and you're thinking about where should I spend this money, sign up for the meetup as soon as possible because we're going to close registrations pretty soon. And we only have a few rooms available. I think we are completely sold out of junior suites. We're computing. Terry's working on the list. So please sign up because we're going to close it pretty soon.
And it is funny. We keep saying Terry is working on, which basically means
she owns the list.
We're not really doing anything.
She owns the list.
Not really doing anything. But thank you, Terry.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do some stuff when I'm there. I'm going to dive. And then I'm going to get the little concierge guy that you told me I would have to load and unload my dive gear. That's the other thing you didn't mention. This is really concierge diving, you told me. When you went and spent all our money and didn't invite me,
that's okay.
They literally carried, you said, all your gear on the boat and off the boat.
Unbelievable.
I've never had that. This is amazing.
Like when have you ever been on a dive boat where they say, "Hey, please be here at 8 a.m." and you just show up?
No, seriously.
With like a muffin at 8 a.m. and all your gear is there set up.
I've never had
fins, everything. It's just there ready. You just walk. Just walk to the boat, get on it. What's up? Yeah, over there. Yeah, already. Everything is done.
That's really nice.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
And then after the dive, you sit, put your tank, whatever, on the rack, and then you walk out of the boat and just go.
No.
Yeah, just see you later. Just walk out.
I'm like, I'm going to get some lunch.
Amazing.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
It's the best. And somebody reached out and said, how come? I think they said for 2 people, it was like $1,000 more expensive for the week that when they did it a few years ago with their local dive shop. And I'm like, well, number one, the prices are more expensive now. But number two, We have VIP diving on boats. They didn't. Like, they sent me the email with the proposal or whatever from 2018. And they didn't have boat dives include. They didn't have, obviously, speakers, and they didn't have giveaways. Like, we have 100 prizes we're giving away.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I know this is, and one of them is just something everybody's going to want, right?
Well,
The
several.
the big one.
Several.
But there's one big biggie.
Oh, yeah. There's a few that we'll be announcing soon. But I will just say that last year, the biggest prize was a Sidewinder. We gave away a Rebreather.
Yes.
And we gave away week-long trips in Philippines, like this amazing prices. So we do.
And
have
there's
some
way
things.
more this year. It's gonna be fun. I need it. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
July is the date. It's all on the website.
Yeah, Thomas was gonna join us, but he had a prior commitment and he couldn't make it.
We'll cancel the prior.
We'll cancel your wedding. No, it's not a wedding. It's not a wedding. He had a dive trip already planned, unfortunately. Let's see.
We will be bringing the Dive Talk Go on the meetup for Try Dive Talk Go sessions.
Yeah, can I bring my rebreather? That's another thing that's included.
Yes.
We're going to be providing SORB and O2 to all rebreather divers, and when you go out on boats, we will be diving rebreather profiles. So you're not going to be coming back on the boat within 45 minutes and doing a service. No, you're going to stay 4 hours, 3 hours down there or whatever.
Oh, it is a really cool shirt this year. Somebody says, I just want the shirt. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome meetup shirt. But we are going to be doing every day in the pool Dive Talk Go Try Rebreather sessions, which would be, it's just awesome. It's going to clip our little baby Go right on your BC and go.
Yep. So definitely sign up, divetalkmeetup.com. Come and join us. We had 2 more registrations yesterday, which was great. We met a family of 4 on Saturday, said they were going to register, so I assume that's coming this week. So we might be sold out if you wait a little too long.
That drink looks good. I'm fine.
You want?
Huh? No, I'm
You
all
want
right.
one?
I mean, I'm
What color you want?
pink.
I
And
like
you
that
had pink ones here, and they were, oh my God, are they good?
No, I have blue, yellow, and orange. No pink.
I mean, if you want to give up a blue one right now, I would.
Actually, I think you would like the yellow one. It's lemonade. It's pretty good. All right, I'll hook you up.
Yes. Do I immediately bust out and get more
There you go.
shredded? That's what I'm hoping happens.
People don't think we're in the same place. There you go.
Get ready for me.
What?
To just,
You'll
get
see
ready
the
for
comments.
me to
What?
shred.
You guys are in the same room? Yes, we are.
Get ready. I'm about to explode.
Yeah.
Shred. Second I drink it.
That's what that's for, yeah.
Ooh, lemonade.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Love lemonade.
Are you going to dive in Europe anytime soon? No, we don't have any plans for Europe. I mean, we want to go. We want to do a European tour, especially the caves in Europe. Although that guy who said the UK cave divers are the best, he called us out again. He did another video. He's reacting to our reaction. And he said...
I'm not saying anything back about
He said, no, he had nothing but praise for you. He said that I just need to learn some more things. My reaction was ill-informed that I should learn more about cave diving.
What?
I thought that cave diving now since 2021, so 3 years of cave diving, I thought that I was learning about cave diving, actually cave diving, but not. This guy says no.
Really? Said no?
Yeah, he's not even a diver. No, he's like an artist living in the Caribbean somewhere. He just said, look, Gus had criticism, but he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. He needs to go back and learn some stuff. So, we're not going to do a reaction to his reaction to it. No, we're not getting to this loop. I'm not even going to respond.
I don't recall you saying anything outrageous.
No, I'm not even going to respond. But anyway, that was
I don't know.
the comment.
Usually
All right,
it's the other way around, by the way. I'm usually the one they call an idiot.
let's answer one last question here. There's a lot of stuff coming in. But
Okay.
we have another one to record. It's pretty good, right?
Do you have a bench press? I just want to curl. I want to bench something right now.
225 just to warm up.
Pop that up like a...
how can we try the rebreather? Do we need a reservation for that? So when you register for the meetup, there's a chance for you to say you want to do a try rebreather and you want to do the trim and buoyancy workshop. You can buy more tickets for the raffle of the prizes. So there's a couple of options there. If you already registered, just email info@divetalkmeetup.com and just say, hey, I want to be able to try a rebreather, whatever you need to add, and then we'll add it behind the scenes because I don't think you can add it yourself.
What does this say? Not sharing anything, guys, from Terry. I have not sharing anything, guys.
I don't know.
Terry, we're clueless as to what that means, but I'm not really following that. What are we sharing? What do we normally share? I don't know.
I don't know. What was the question? That would be good to answer. What is Yukon saying?
Oh, it said, no, this is a good question. I do not see how to take advantage of the offered gift memberships. Oh, so people are confused how to use what they were given.
Okay.
That I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just if you just want to see like I said, the membership that were being gifted, there's dozens, almost like 100 memberships were gifted today. Go to our channel. You should see now a new playlist called Members Only. And when you click on that, there's a bunch of videos, hours of content that are just for members. Some of the videos are longer versions of videos we posted. So like there will be like, let's say we uploaded a 30-minute video on the main channel, and then we uploaded like a 1-hour extended version of that video for members.
Oh, not sharing what all the prizes are?
Well, no, we can't.
No.
We can't share all the prizes.
No.
But
they're good.
Be there.
It's really, really nice prizes this year.
Don't miss it. You need to be there. Thank
Terry
you, everyone.
said the prize list will be shared soon. So there you go.
Yes.
It's funny how she knows way more about our meetups than
By the way,
than I know.
Another benefit of being part of the meetup is we do a monthly call with all the members. So it's like it's like one of these, but it's a video call through Zoom. And you can ask us questions, ask questions about the meetups, ask other people. It's a really nice community.
Yes.
It's like 100 of us who show up and talk and stuff. It's great. So thank you, guys, for tuning in to part 2 of the March live stream, whatever that is. It was fun.
Yeah. Wow. It's a big turnout today, too.
Yeah.
So, and
we'll see you on the next one.
lots coming up.
Yeah,
guys.
P.O. Box, if you want to send us something, go to our channel, go to the About or Profile or whatever. There's our address there. Thank you. We enjoy getting stuff from fans, from subscribers, and we don't get a whole lot of stuff from companies that want us to try stuff because they know we're going to give it away, I think.
We would give it away.
But, yeah, there's more stuff.